Hey, what is going on, SMT Nation? It is your boy, the SMT. We've got huge commentary coming out of the CEO of Warner Media, Jason Kilar. I really hope I pronounced that right. Anyways, he was commenting and being interviewed on, I believe, CNBC. Here's the press release on that. He commented on the move by Time Warner, I should say Warner Studios, to go ahead and release all 17 of their 2021 Warner Brothers films. They will not only be going into traditional cinemas and theaters, but they will be released digital through HBO Max and other AT&T distribution channels. So companies like Cinemark and AMC clearly are feeling the pandemic, and the situation there is that people just aren't going. So the company's stocks have been steadily dropping over the last several months, and they took a huge dip as of yesterday at the release of the news. So they're hurting in a big way. Adding insult to injury, people are just not going, and now you have this type of a move. It has clearly hurt them. Kilar was kind of downplaying the move, indicating that it's not a seismic shift in movie distribution. A lot of people were speculating that this is the new norm and that people are going to be watching movies in this way through digital distribution. Theaters being replaced by these digital distribution channels could be something, at least in the short term. I think anybody who says otherwise is being disingenuous. But during the pandemic, nobody is going into theaters. Theaters have all but closed, and some have, at least temporarily, with indefinite closures. No word from Kilar on their strategy and how it extends beyond 2021, so we really only know it's good for a year. But I think it is undeniable that this greatly impacts other streaming platforms as well. And when it comes to the digital content channels like Hulu and Netflix, they're going to feel this also, because what HBO Max is going to offer is something that the others cannot, right? Because they don't have the same titles, right? The exclusivity that Warner Media has. So no doubt this puts HBO Max as the front runner for the largest content spike in 2021. I think it pushes it beyond the standard Hulu subscription. I think it definitely puts it beyond Netflix, in my personal opinion. I know Netflix has its own studios with unique content, but I just think the HBO Max product is better. I think this is very similar to kind of what Disney Plus has been attempting to do. Although I feel there is enough to go around with all these streaming services, it's possible that some live TV takes a hit as well. That's just kind of my prediction. I could definitely be wrong. HBO Max is going global in 2021, and I think having these titles being exclusive to it, this is going to be huge for them. Worldwide, I think their business is going to spike. This is good news for HBO Max and the prospects of their business. The other thing to consider is what happens with Disney Plus, Viacom, CBS, and the other studios. Are they going to follow in the footsteps of Warner Media? My prediction is that on some level they will, whether it's short term or long term. I think this is all likely in the works. I think the big heads over at Disney Plus and Viacom, how they're going to approach the next year, that's probably happening right now. Those meetings are probably ongoing and very deep, and there's a lot to consider. The pandemic is obviously going nowhere. It's going to run through 2021. How will the other studios monetize? Are they going to distribute via an app or a channel? Are they going to do monthly subscriptions and include everything in there? Or is it going to be more of a per-view access like we saw with the Mulan movie on Disney Plus? But that's not what Warner Media is doing. Warner Media is throwing it all into the HBO monthly subscription for HBO Max at $14.99. And then to take this one step further, and why this implicates our channel, is that this is included, the HBO Max service, on AT&T Elite plans. So all you have to do is have a single line of AT&T Elite, and it's included, which is a huge value that is arguably the best media value in the game. So if you have a family plan of 3, 4, or 5 lines, as long as one of them is AT&T's Elite, you're covered with HBO Max. So I think HBO Max leapfrogs Netflix. I think they possibly offer a better value than even what Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus has with the Verizon deal. Obviously, I think we have to give it up to T-Mobile here. All due respect, they're John Leisure having that Netflix deal, but their offer is now slightly stale. It's been a long time since they revolutionized the media perk. This has also become very expensive for them, as Netflix pricing has increased tremendously. When you look at when it was first released to currently, it could cost anyone between the amounts of $13 and $18. So it's gotten quite expensive, and T-Mobile's fronting the bill on all of their customers that have multiple lines on their account. I think Verizon has a good deal, with their Disney Plus and that whole Disney bundle. They're receiving a discount on some extent, and being a huge distribution channel for those those media outlets. It's just a little bit different for them. And AT&T owns Warner Media. That's the cost is it's all profit to them, right? They don't have to resell it. It is theirs. It is owned and operated by them. I think that the T-Mobile and the Netflix on us situation, this definitely leaves something to be desired. I bet there are some T-Mobile customers out there thinking, man, there are some better options out there, and I think that's going to be something that people consider moving forward. AT&T has flipped the script on wireless value by including this, and I think it's worth it for people to consider AT&T as an option if they're thinking about switching carriers. So just my thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Let me know what you think of my predictions. Let me know what you think of the comments from Jason Kilar, the CEO of Time Warner. Maybe give me your predictions. Sound off in the comments section below. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. That just about does it for this edition of the SMT YouTube channel. Thank you so much for taking this opportunity to watch. We appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to give this video a like and share it to all of your favorite social media platforms. Also, consider becoming a subscriber if you'd like more from the SMT, and activate that bell notification icon so you never miss an upload, and you'll be the first to know when something does hit the YouTubes. Also, we've got items in the description box. We've got a Discord server. The @SneedTech Twitter handle is there, and there's ways to donate and support SMT creation. That pretty much does it for today. Thank you so much for being here again. Hope you have a great day, and we'll hopefully see you soon on the next video. Peace.